I got a busy week ahead of me. I gotta work on a new collection, crochet until my fingers fall off, pick those fingers right back up and crochet some more. Am I in the military? No. But to keep me on track, I gotta act like I'm fighting for my life, and I got bills to pay, so I kinda am. I have a lot to do this week. I am starting a new collection. It's going to be my farm animal collection, and I'm so excited. Most of my collections have just been different characters, a lot of humans, but I'm so excited to do a whole restock primarily just for animals. So I spent $100 at Hobby Lobby, which is crazy because normally I just go in there to get like maybe like 1 or 2 skeins of yarn, but I actually went kind of crazy. So first off, this whole bag is just filled with yarn. I got a lot of this in this yarn for my sheeps. I'm gonna be making a black sheep and a white sheep. And then also I got this type of yarn just because I think one of them is gonna be dressed up as a fairy because I want to dress up all of my animals into like different removable costumes and stuff like that. So one of them is going to be dressed up as a fairy. What I'm most excited about is all the accessories and details I bought for their outfits. Let me show you. First off, I got this from Dollar Tree. It's like little wands. So you know, some may be dressed up as fairies, some might be dressed up as a princess, but they're going to be holding these little wands with them. I think that's like a cute little accessory, but I did get that like a couple days ago at Dollar Tree. But this is what I got. I'm just gonna speed run through the whole thing. I got like 2 bandanas. I got this little like star and little cowboy boot, so when I do my thank you cards I can make them a little bit more extra customized with like the whole farm animal country type of vibe, just to give it a little bit more decoration. I also got these little flowers because I'm gonna make little overalls for them, and some of them it's gonna have a little pocket in the front with like a little bouquet of flowers. I think that's like such a cute little added touch. I also got these little sticker decals, so when I make shirts for them I can also give it like a little character, a little design or whatever. I think that's gonna be cute. I also got this little boots, so one of them could be wearing a little country boot necklace. So cute. And then my most excited piece that I got is actually these cowboy boots. Let's open them. Like, look at this, just a cute little cowboy. I should have got another one. Anyways, with that being said, I am gonna be working on my duck that I have been making. It's just a basic little yellow duck. I did the head, I just gotta do the body, make the arms, stuff it all up. This one's gonna be really simple and easy, but like imagine this, okay? A duck, and he's wearing a shirt with a cute ducky on it. What's that word when something is like the opposite of something? Like an oxymoron, okay? Like a cute duck on the shirt of an ugly duck. I think it's so cute.
Been following me for a while soon. The biggest reason why I've always dreamt of living on my I am going to
finish the body. I think it looks pretty good, pretty basic, pretty okay. Also, I thought I'd show you what I got in the mail. So my yarn finally came in the mail. It's a big bag. And it's literally all of the same color. It's just literally, it's black and brown, or actually it's charcoal and then it's brown. This candy that they put in every single one of their package, I don't know what it is, but I'm obsessed. I've literally tried so hard to figure out what this candy is. I like to like save it for when I really need it. So we're gonna put this away, but it is so hard to find brown yarn. I don't know why. I really don't know why, but I've been waiting. I have not gotten brown yarn, or the last time I ordered brown yarn was in February. And I pre-ordered it because it was gonna ship out in a month, but I never got it. I never did. So I got my money back because it's August now, and I bought it from Hobby instead, and they have it. I'm excited. I finally have brown yarn. I've really been rationing my brown yarn because I don't want to be completely out, but now I have so many. I got 12 skeins of brown yarn, and then 5 skeins of charcoal gray or charcoal black or whatever. But yeah, I just thought I'd interrupt this sitcom to show you what I got. I'm struggling because I cannot see my stitches for the life of me, and I'm trying to increase, but then I start to lose count, and then I can't count back because I can't see. So if this head turns out to be a square instead of a circle, then you know why. But let's keep struggling. I'm going so slow. So I am gonna crochet in my car today because all I do is crochet in my room. So let's switch things up and crochet in my car. I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. You know what I mean? Like, I get really scared and anxious to do anything by myself, but I don't have anyone to do anything with. So I gotta do everything by myself. And so sometimes I go to cafes, but you know, sometimes I get really overwhelmed being around so many people at a cafe. And so we're gonna take it little by little and people watch today in my car while I crochet. And I have my little Dunkin', and I just now started getting Dunkin' coffees. This is gonna be my third time ever getting a Dunkin' coffee, so pretty excited about that. And then I also bought water. Okay, let's get to crocheting. I just messed up. I forgot the yarn. I literally, how did I forget that? I literally bought the heads, and my job today was to crochet the bodies and then make the arms. I made sure not to forget my crochet needle. I forgot my yarn. I am back. I got my yarn. I can't believe I forgot that. Now it is time to watch my movie and crochet, and then we'll see what the day takes us. Okay, so I'm done, and I've been crocheting for 2 hours now, which is pretty good. It is currently 2 o'clock, and I'm a bit tired, but I also want to do some more. But I'm right in front of a Marshall, so as a reward for myself for locking in and doing this plushie for 2 hours, I'm gonna go inside a Marshall's, have a little look-see around, and see if I want to get anything. Also, you may be wondering, Naomi, why are you even doing this? Well, let me tell you why. It's because I'm a full-time crochet artist, so all I do is sit in my room and crochet. And so I'm just secluded in the four walls of my bedroom, really. And so this is like a good alternative to still get my work done and crochet and get my hours in, but also be outside, experience the sun, but also experience the AC in my car. By the way, I'm using I feel like a beauty guru, but I'm using the milk powder. But like I was saying, I'm just so secluded in my room that I want to still do my art and also be outside with people. And the way I do that is I do go to cafes, but I can only crochet like my mini plushies because I can't bring my entire stuffing and all of this yarn and then just how big it is. I can't bring that inside of a cafe. Like, I just don't want to do that. So since today, like, I had to work on my big plushies, but I also wanted to work on them like just outside, but also in AC, I decided, oh, let me just like crochet in my car and I get to people watch. And then after I get my hours in, you know, I'm in the area, maybe I can go around and do a little bit of shopping if I want to. And so that's the plan. Even though it's 2 o'clock, I'm hot, but I've only done 2 hours of work, so I still need to lock in. And also, guys, I do nothing. Like, all I do is crochet. You will not see me do anything else. And so it's like, what do I do? You know what I mean? Like, it's so bad. I literally searched it up on TikTok, like, what to do alone, because I don't have any friends. And so, you know, I just have to figure out what to do by myself, which I'm fine with. Like, I love being alone. It's peaceful. Sometimes it gets lonely, guys, but most of the time, like, it's peaceful, and I just love my solitude. I'm trying to figure out things to do. Like, yes, go to cafes. I do that sometimes. Do Pilates? No, thank you. I don't want to work out. Go to the gym? Same with the Pilates. I don't want to work out. So what do I do? Go to a bar and a club by myself? You have got to be kidding me. So what do I do, you guys? I'm done talking about this for right now. I'm gonna go inside of Marshall's and have a good little look-see around. So let's go. Okay, so I am back, and before I tell you what I got, I just want to say somebody called me pretty today. Yeah, she was walking past me, and then she stopped, and I was like, oh, like, she probably recognizes me from, like, my crocheting. And then she said, you are so pretty. I'm glad she recognized me for that instead. But she was like, you are so pretty. And I was like, thank you. And she was like, yeah, I just had to stop and tell you that. And I said, oh my gosh, I love your hair, because I did like her hair. And she was like, thank you. And then she just eventually walked away. And I don't know how I was supposed to put in the conversation, can you be my friend, because I desperately need one. So I don't know. But yeah, she called me pretty. Like, thank you, babes. But anyways, let me show you what I got. So first I got makeup wipes, and then I got my favorite thing, a cup. I got myself a charger. A car just pulled up beside me. I hope they're not. You know what? I don't care though. I shouldn't care what people think. You're so right. Thank you for letting me know. Anyway, so I got a charger, which is really great. Okay, they're gone. I'm about to eat my fried rice that has been rotting in my car for hours, but that's okay, right? Pretty good. So this is a closer look of what I did in the car. Just this body is all I did. It looks like I did nothing, and you'd be right. So I'm getting a late start on my day. It is currently 1 o'clock, and I'm at a cafe because, you know, let's be around people for the first time ever in my life, since all I do is crochet in my room. Anyways, I'm a little bit scared and skeptical because I took a little look-see at this cafe, and there's already people sitting outside in this, you know, Texas degree hot weather. So if there's people sitting outside, it's because they're either insane or there's no more seats inside. And I drove 30 minutes all the way over here, and what do you mean there possibly might not be any seats inside? Now, maybe I'm stressing too early, you know, like, Naomi, go inside before you start to put your head all up in a twist. But I don't want to go inside and then not see a seat, and then buy a coffee, and then go back in here. You know what? You're right. I'm stressing for nothing. This is all in my head. I'm gonna go inside of this coffee shop. I'm gonna find a seat, and I'm gonna crochet. So let's go. Okay, so I am back from the cafe, and do not worry, I did find a seat. This is what I got done in there. I was in there for 2 hours. I was in there for almost 3 hours crocheting at the cafe, and this is what I got done. But, you know, going to cafes, it's kind of nerve-wracking until I get there and I have a seat, and then after like 10 to 20 minutes, I'm like, okay, I can calm down. I don't have to think about if I look cool, if I look pretty, if I look weird doing this. Like, after I get over that hump of like just being nervous about looking like an idiot in front of all these people at the cafe, I start to get in my zone and I lock in and I start crocheting. Nobody came up to me today except for one person, and it was like a little girl. She came up to me, she was like, oh, what are you crocheting? And I was like, oh, a duck. So that was the conversation I had, and the only conversation I had today, which is great because that's one more than zero. which means I have 0 conversations most of the days. Anyways, I'm just so glad I got out of my comfort zone and went to a new spot. Now it is currently 4:20 and I am gonna start crocheting on the plushie I have been working on. Let me show you. I have a bunny with his little overalls and a little carrot, and so I'm working on the pink version. So I just need to, you know, make the tail and the ears. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch my show and I'm just gonna zone out and lock in. So let's get started. Okay, so I'm back from the coffee shop and this is what I got done, which is a duck. Pretty simple, pretty easy. And then I started working on writing my little thank you cards. When I, you know, package orders, I like to put that in there. So I think I was in there for maybe 2.5 to 3 hours, so then I left. I like that coffee shop place because it's really big and it's like not very quiet. It's actually pretty loud. The music is so loud. People talk in there. It's not busy whatsoever. So I think that's why I like it, because then I don't feel so nervous and overwhelmed. But also at the same time, I like going to cafes that's busy because then I get to like people watch and be like, wow, like there's human beings around me. I don't know. But anyways, I am back from there and now I'm gonna be working on my sheep. I got done with the head. This yarn is so difficult to work with, but I feel like it's gonna look so good. And also I love that I have like different types of yarn that's gonna be my collection. Like we have this type of yarn, which is my plush yarn. It's my favorite yarn, it's the best, but also I love to mix it in and make things different. And so I'm gonna be doing him today for the rest of the day. I'm gonna finish the sheep. Hopefully I get his body and like his arms completed today. I was also working with this yarn as well. It's the same one, it's just in the color white because I want to have a black sheep and a white sheep. But yeah, we're just gonna lock in, watch my show, and get a lot of work done. So let's start. So this is my progress so far. It's only been 1 hour. I checked my timer and I was flabbergasted to see it's only been 1 hour of crocheting, which is absolutely crazy. But also I did all of this in 1 hour and 6 minutes, which I think is pretty good for how many times I've been messing up because I can't really see my stitches, I guess. But I'm trying to debate whether I should call it a day or keep going. It is currently 4 o'clock and I'm thinking I'm gonna call it a day. Like, I think I'm gonna call it a day. I am so disappointed in myself because I wanted my shop update to be next week. It's not gonna happen. It's probably gonna be 2 weeks from now, which I don't even wanna do. I'm just really disappointed. Basically, I'm only halfway finished with my collection. I've made all of the big plushies, so now I need to make my mini plushies, which won't take me that much time, but then I still gotta like make videos for them, and then I still gotta like take pictures and make a cute little collection, and then I still have to make the clothes for all of them because each one of them is gonna have their own themed clothing to give them personality. Anyways, all in all, I'm not gonna be able to do it next week. I'm gonna have to do it 2 weeks from now, which is still pretty great. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna add the faces to these sheeps, but you're gonna be proud of me. So today I went to this vintage pop-up vendor event in Dallas because, you know, I'm always inside and I really want to be around people and socialize, because when I tell you I don't speak to anyone, I mean it. I don't speak to anyone. I was gonna go alone, which, you know, I know people don't care. People's not that interested in you to worry if you're gonna be at a place by yourself. People's not gonna think you're a loser. People's not even gonna think about you. I guess I think I'm the most important person on the face of the planet because all I could think about was people thinking I had no friends. They would be correct, but I didn't want people thinking that. The music they was playing on those speakers were intense, if you could even call it music. I mean, imagine this. You walk inside and this is what you hear. That's pretty crazy. Also, I bought a few things, so let me show you what I got. So first off, but like just imagine this, okay? Obviously this is a really big t-shirt, but imagine me cutting it up, making it kind of cropped, making it backless, cinching it up like a corset, like just making it pretty, maybe even making it a two-piece if I have enough fabric, but just like making it like a cute going out, night on the town top that I would never wear it because I don't go out, but you see the vision. I think it's pretty cute. At the same vendor, I got this shirt because it's like a basic shirt I get to crochet in, and it looks really cool, and I love the gold, and it didn't have a price tag on it. This one was $35, and then I went up to the guy and I was like, how much was this? And he was like, 10. Listen, their pizzas weren't $10. It was probably 20 and above. So the fact that he told me that this really cool like gold shirt was only 10 bucks, maybe he was flirting. And then at another vendor, I got this Mighty Mouse shirt for my dad because I thought he would like it. And so that's what I ended up getting. I really did feel good about like putting myself out there and doing something that was really scary. I'm currently adding the faces to my shapes, and then I'm gonna show you guys all of the plushies that's finished, and they're all gonna be naked because I didn't make their clothes. So. Done with the plushies, we still have to make a big pig and goose and hen, and then we still got to make a few mini plushies, and then also make TikToks and then take photos and make it all look aesthetically pleasing. We still have a lot to do. We're only halfway done with everything. I'm very excited, but if you made it this far, thanks. Like and subscribe, and yeah, see you guys till next time. Bye.